Let's go.
Okay, where am I at?
A little bit down right there.
Okay, hold them both up. Wait for this truck to go by. Okay. Hi, my name is Mike Norton. You may know me better by my online persona, NewNameNoah.
Rolling.
We're rolling. Hi, my name is Mike Norton. You may know me better by my online persona, NewNameNoah. Okay, so are you thinking closer or further away?
Probably closer.
What is that?
In fact, we could probably, if you
Because
maybe...
I just want to make sure we've got it tilted enough so it gets the whole temple there. If it's not tilted, it doesn't get the angel Moroni.
Yeah. Maybe just a tad.
Turn that little screw and you can...
Well.
You still have the angel Moroni in there?
Yep.
Is this a good spot?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
And this is literally just...
It still has more headroom than we normally do.
Is it recording?
It's recording.
All right, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna take a look now. See? Boop. I spent 33 of my first 50 years of life in a cult, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. Okay, pause. You know what? I don't like that motorcycle there. Put it back up. Back, hold them both up now. Okay. And action. We'll do another one too, just in case. Okay. Back, let's go for it. I've recorded Mormon temple rituals in English, and those videos have been seen by over 8 million people worldwide. Now, I want to record these cult rituals in Spanish, Portuguese, French, Tagalog, Cebuano, Samoan, Japanese, German, and several other languages. That's where you come in. I need your help to enlighten the world about Mormonism. Simply put, I plan to burn it the fuck down with truth, but I can't do it by myself. I plan to burn it the fuck down with truth. Truth, 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 truth.
Alright. Oh, we've lost him now. He got converted, he's gone. How do you turn this off?
Keep a note of where the screenshot is. As soon as I start talking, walk right through the background. Here, I'd say literally 15 feet behind me.
Where
So.
the screenshot is?
Yeah. It is where you enter the screen. Ready? Is it going?
Oh.
Go for it. I need your help to enlighten the world about Mormonism. Simply put, I plan to burn it the fuck down with truth, but I can't do it all by myself. Boom. Let's go.
Oh.
One second.
Okay.
Okay. It's recording right now. I'm gonna try something here real quick here. Let me see. Okay. And let's enlighten the world together about Mormonism. All right. I like that one. I like that one.
Shit.
So I'm here with Preston Gray from Church Security. Preston has detained me on the property of the Jordan River Temple. I don't think Preston likes to be in the camera, in the shot, but it's a kink in the plans, not a problem. The work will continue. interesting. I'm kind of lucky we didn't confront a significantly younger church security guy at the Ogden Temple.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know who that was, I'm assuming.
I'm sure, yes.
Yeah, you heard about that. We were there for all of 90 seconds when a gentleman came up in a fedora and a little earpiece in his ear, and I made up some little story about making a video for an engagement video, and got the heck off it the property because it was painfully obvious he was with church security.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he put the word out. The fact that I announced it weeks ago that I would be doing something on the 29th. Hey, today's my birthday, by the way.
Well, happy birthday.
50 years old.
50 years old, and this is what you choose to do on your 50th birthday.
Absolutely. There's nothing I would enjoy more on my 50th birthday than raising $50,000, because I plan on recording the endowment ceremony in Spanish and in Portuguese, Tagalog, Cebuano, those are Filipino languages, French, German, Japanese, Korean, and all things considered, after 16 years of helping unworthy people attend the temple weddings of their loved ones, and showing over 8 million people what goes on inside the temple, that's not a secret, it's just sacred, but we can't talk about it. I can handle.
So who gives you money for all that?
All right. Do you realize that there are more ex-Mormons in the world than there are Mormons?
No.
In fact, if you go on Reddit is the third largest website on the internet, the third most visited website, I believe, in the United States, and I think it's 7th largest or most visited website in the world. And the ex-Mormon subreddit, there is typically, there's 81,000 subscribers of the ex-Mormon subreddit. The Latter-day Saints subreddit has a fraction of that amount. And typically there's usually about 10 times more ex-Mormons on Reddit than there are Mormons. So I do it because it needs to be done. Potential converts to the church deserve to know what it is that they're getting into. They shouldn't have to join the church and pay 10% of their income in order to find out what goes on inside the temple. It's as simple as that. Children deserve to know that when they get married, they won't have an aisle to walk down. There won't be flowers or beautiful music. All of their friends and family won't be invited unless they're all faithful, active members of the church and they're wearing the appropriate underwear. It's wrong. Kids deserve to know that the wedding of their dreams, little girls deserve to know that the wedding of their dreams will in all likelihood not include the wedding dress of their dreams, because it probably isn't up to church standards. So it shows a little, shoulder or something or another. So
they got all kinds of cops. Wow, 3 cop cars for one Mike Norton. This is a big deal in Utah, folks. They got the anti-Mormon. Congrats, boys. Finally, they're not going to be so busy writing parking tickets. Got some real action to do.
You do all that for just that.
Yeah. I the money I'm raising for this isn't to line my pockets. I've got a job.
What do you do?
Yeah, that I'd rather not tell you, because I'm 99% sure church security has no clue where I work.
Probably not.
And I
have no idea.
Just as soon keep it that way. But I have a full-time job. And it pays my bills. I have sufficient for my needs.
Good enough.
But I do not have enough money to go to the Philippines or to Brazil or places like that to record the endowment.
So what about other churches?
I wasn't born and raised in other churches, and frankly, name a single church out there other than Scientology that conceals details of ordinances that they believe are essential for a salvation. Name one.
You just have him over there in the shade.
Have you guys trespassed him yet?
Yeah, he knows he's not allowed. So they have record of when they delivered that PNG to him, and he's still comes on, so
Did he go inside or is he just?
he was on the ground. So. Look, this pretend suit sucks. Hot,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, no worries.
So you guys just want him removed today?
I believe they want him arrested today. He told us from the top down.
Do you guys trespass him through us or?
I believe so. So our manager's actually almost here. There's all the records of when he's been trespassed. And when they contacted you, so you will know. Yes. So the gentleman in the suit is part of the security team. Oh, hey, welcome back. Without the coat.
Were there two others?
They haven't been trespassed, so.
All right, sir. What's going on today?
You'd have to ask Preston here.
He's been trespassed from the church for some years.
Okay.
Quite a few places.
Okay.
He knows he's not to be on any church property.
I'm not quite sure
He's
what that
aware.
means, I'll be honest with you. When he says I've been trespassed on numerous...
You've never been trespassed before?
I do not know what that term means.
You don't know what trespass means?
I know what that means, but when he says I've been trespassed...
Okay, he was just at the Ogden Temple today.
Okay.
He had to hurry and sneak off there because he knew he wasn't supposed
Well, I
to be
didn't
there.
sneak, I walked off.
Well, he told a lie to get out.
Right.
So,
I wasn't inside, I was on the ground.
but he knows he's not
Essentially what
supposed
it
Do you
comes
have
down
your
to...
driver's license?
Yes, absolutely.
Essentially what it comes down to is they don't want me on the property. I was
Right.
out
And
here.
you've been told not to be on the property.
No, nobody's ever actually told me that. I got a letter from somebody one time
What'd that letter say?
claiming to be an attorney for the church, and when I wrote back to the address I received and asked them point blank, is this a legitimate letter? I wrote a letter to Curtin and McConkey, the church's law firm, asking them point blank, is the letter that I received legitimate or is this bogus? And I never received a response back. Actually, I got a second letter, and they were both on completely separate letterheads. Very, very, very different letterheads. So at that point, I figured maybe this isn't entirely legit. I mean, they know where I live. Why don't they just come to my house and tell me point blank, or I don't know, just at least respond to my letter saying, yes, sir, we do not want you on our properties. So I was born and raised in the LDS Church, and I just educate people about what goes on inside the temple.
Okay.
And I was not inside. I had no intention of going inside. I was literally way down here on the edge of the lawn.
Okay.
When
All
Preston
right,
here
you're right here,
grabbed
Tony.
me
I'll
and
let you
physically
kind of help
detained
out
me.
with this
So,
as soon as you get here. Okay.
It is what it is. If
right,
Preston,
perfect.
who
Thanks,
works for
Tony.
church
Bye.
security, says that I am not welcome here, then I have no reason to doubt the veracity of that claim.
Okay. But
Could
if
we also have his wallet checked for temple recommends? Because if he does have any, those are stolen property.
He's under arrest.
well, what's a good phone number?
For me?
Yeah.
Go ahead and keep your hands out of your pocket for us.
Yes, sorry.
Thank you.
have.
We've got it right here.
trespass
It's right
Oh,
here.
it's
Give me
coming
2
out.
seconds.
Perfect.
So, but yeah, I would
Have
like.
you been told on the scene not to?
I don't know. I've got Tony coming. He's a manager from downtown.
Okay. But
He
you
don't
have
a
received the
lot.
letters. I mean, you even admitted that.
I did, and I wrote
Okay.
back asking, is this legitimate? Because it was two completely different stationaries allegedly
He
from
knows
the
it was
same
legitimate
owner.
because we personally handed it to him in downtown Salt Lake.
No, you didn't.
You were personally delivered that from a church security officer.
No, that's 10:30 at night on the streets of Salt Lake. 4 men in suits ran after me and gave me a letter. I wrote a letter to the address on that letter and asked, is this legitimate?
Why wouldn't
Why,
it be?
Yeah. Why would you not think it's
Because-
legitimate?
It's from a law firm, so it's
Because it was a
legitimate.
little bizarre. So I'm just saying, if it's trespassing, it's trespassing. My only question for you is, am I arrested and taken to jail, or am I given a
Okay,
citation?
just turn around for us. You are under arrest
Absolutely.
for trespassing.
Sure.
Put your hands behind your back.
Thank
Put your hands.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, I'm going to need that because he's denying the trespass. So. Okay.
Can we check that wallet and see if he's got any recommends? Because we need to
those
get
the
those
tithe?
back.
56182 with 1 mil.
What was it? That one?
You were Ogden earlier today.
Doing a search on him.
I told him. He's
Okay.
aware.
Officer Elliott's going to
Widen your
do a
stance.
search on you real quick.
Sure. Can you hold this?
There's one right there.
That belongs to my friend.
Is
have his
a
phone
Not
number?
belong to you at all.
It belongs to my friend.
You had his phone number?
I do have.
I need to take a picture of that.
I won't be having that recommend.
Can I take
That
a picture
recommend
of
would
that?
belong to
that
the person
belongs
that-
to the church.
Obviously, you guys, that would have to be on your part,
Yeah, we'll be
having
taking
the
that.
recommend. Okay. Just want to put that back in his.
Now his friends are down here recording. I believe that they need to be trespassed and have temple recommends on them also. Is there any way we can get those from them?
Well, where are they at?
They're in that blue car sitting right there trying to, they're recording the whole thing.
So we can't search unless they're under arrest.
Okay.
We can ask them. That's about all we can do. We can't
ask them
physically
for
take it
those
from them.
recommends.
Yes, we can
I
ask
would really appreciate it. They're trying to get into the temples.
Okay.
If we can just ask them, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
I could save you some time. I got 17 temple recommends at home, and I didn't even leave them in the car here. So I help people who aren't worthy to attend the temple for weddings of their loved ones attend weddings.
This is what he does.
Okay. That's what I do. Don't charge for it. It's a free service because people want to see their kids get married.
Do you have a Utah driver's license?
I do not.
No, just Arizona.
How long have you lived here?
I don't live in Utah.
What's
Okay.
your social?
I'd rather not say my social on camera
that's
here.
fine.
It's this gentleman.
That's
Stop.
fine. Okay.
You can have them write it down.
Okay.
It is them. in that blue
Fine.
car.
Why don't you
I
go
watched
down?
them pull
Why don't
out.
you
It's
go
the one just off the road.
License plate and the car. Just take a picture of them.
Hey, Houston.
Here's the PNG letter. As soon as it pulls up. There we go.
You want me to go with him?
This was by Kurt and McConkey, the law firm for the
Okay.
church.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
He knows he's not supposed to be here. That's why he didn't
Okay.
resist as soon as we told him he was under
Well,
arrest.
Okay.
he tried to get out quick, but that's why he
Right.
lied in Ogden to get out.
Yeah, he was in Ogden trespassing earlier today. That's where we first recognized him and
Okay.
got the word out.
So they're just going to go down and talk to your buddies, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do here. Obviously, we're going to do our own trespass through South Jordan, even though theirs is legit. I mean, they own this property, okay?
Sure.
So you're trespass, but we're going to make sure we have a copy as that as well.
Sure.
Okay. And then I'm going to cite you with trespassing today.
All right.
Okay. So once they get back, I'll get all that figured out, and then we'll escort you off the property. Okay.
Now, just so you're aware, he's already mentioned he's going to other temples today.
I won't be stepping foot on the property. I absolutely positively will be going to other temples today and recording, and I will not
for your
violate
July
the, I
project?
will not violate the law as I do it. What's that?
This for your July project?
You'll find out. It's one of many projects I'm working on. Wait till I get the second anointing on video.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it will be wonderful.
Good.
The only thing that's going to prevent a second anointing from getting recorded is if they stop doing them.
Okay. Just to let you know, if you do go to another temple and go on the property, though, they will take you to jail.
I
Okay.
will, absolutely. I am not stepping foot on any other church properties at all
Okay.
today.
Yep.
Apologize for the inconvenience to you. I'm sure you got better things
Oh.
to do today than deal with stuff like this.
It's fine. This is what we're supposed to do. So, if you've been told not to go somewhere, we really don't like people continuing to go to those places.
Understandable.
No, he won't stop.
Yeah.
I'm glad though. I've never met you in person.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
It's Tony.
Tony? Mike Norton. Pleasure to meet you.
I've always wanted to meet you.
Well, now you have. Today's my birthday too. I'm 50 years old today.
So now you worked at the Logan Temple. For
I did
some time,
indeed.
didn't you? Yeah.
Spent a lot of time at the Logan Temple. I typically worked a graveyard shift, and I was there by myself until 6 o'clock in the morning most of the time when I worked. And ironically, used to work.
So you were security there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have to appreciate the irony of that. That was back in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Things were a little more lax then. They didn't have security cameras all over the place and what have you. They didn't have to worry about.
They kind of need it for people coming onto their property when they're already told not to, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a danger. The only danger I am to them is I'm sharing information, and they know it.
Well, you're an unwelcome guest.
I'm not vandalizing or anything like that. It's just, sharing information. People, potential converts to the church deserve to know what they're getting into before they actually join. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, we're putting together a PNG for your people up in Meridian right now.
Meridian.
Idaho.
I have people in Meridian?
Evidently, he seems to claim you as somebody he worships.
Meridian, Idaho. I literally have no idea who you're talking about.
It's just somebody that seems to worship you. He's
I don't think anybody worships me. That's disturbing that anybody would even say that.
Yeah, I think so too, but he seems to have some sort of affection for you. We got some good updated pictures of you. It's been a while.
Oh, you go to my Facebook page and get that, don't you? For crying out loud.
I was on your Facebook page earlier today. You didn't really have any pictures of you there. At least
No.
I didn't spend a lot of time.
I've got two Facebook pages. I got my private one and my public one. And
Yeah, it was your public one, I'm sure.
You mind if I stand up? I mean, I'm not. Are you?
Good for. Just hang out for a minute.
All right, thanks. Tony.
Yes.
You've lost some weight.
You've seen me before then. Oh, you're looking at my picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good for you.
It's been a job.
You know what? I actually got a little commitment to start losing some weight myself. Trim down a little bit. Yeah, I'm 50 years old and I don't exercise at all, quite frankly. So, yeah.
Oh, you're too busy doing this stuff.
Well, this doesn't take that much time. I mean, a vast majority of my time is just spent online talking with people and sharing information.
Part of what you're doing. Spend a lot of time doing this stuff.
I really don't, actually. The last time, other than today, the last time I was on any temple properties was literally 2 years ago, actually, in another state.
Glad
On
we
my
could catch
birthday.
you today.
Go. Happy birthday to me.
But you should spend more time exercising and less time doing what you're doing.
Well, yeah, I'm in relatively decent enough shape that what I do as far as educating people and helping people attend weddings of their loved ones is far, far more rewarding to me than abs of steel.
Heart health, right?
Yeah, it is. It's very rewarding. Not financially. It cost me a fortune, actually, but. And I imagine trespassing tickets aren't exactly cheap these days, so yeah.
Who are these gentlemen down here in the car?
Excuse me? What's the second token of the name of the second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, patriarchal grip, or sure son of the nail? Is that what you asked me?
I'm asking you, who'd you bring with you?
Because we're on temple property, I won't tell you what's in my head right now, Tony, but I will refrain from answering that question for you.
Well, I guess if you make it onto property, we'll just arrest all three of you later today.
No, I assure you, I'm not going on temple properties again today. I'll get close. I'll be on the sidewalk. I still have.
Everybody's welcome on the sidewalk.
I still have 4 more temples.
They'll be trespassed as well. I mean, they're down there talking to him, so they'll be trespassed as well.
I understand.
So
I understand. We're not going.
They'll be
We're not
explaining.
going to step foot on any temple properties, but public sidewalks, absolutely. Got to finish the video for today.
I guess you met Ken earlier today. Ogden?
And who?
Ogden? When you were at Ogden standing in front of the reflection pool?
I don't recall standing in front of the reflection pool of the Ogden Temple today, so...
Well, you shouldn't lie on temple grounds. I have you on video up there. That's how I knew you were coming down here.
I'm just saying I
All three of you.
It was a gentleman I talked to. I was actually at the Ogden Temple.
are you able to send me those trespassing forms that you sent to him?
Tony?
You're okay in the sidewalk.
Tony,
Yeah.
she's asking for those trespass.
Yeah, can you send those to my email?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so I could attach them to the case.
Hold on, this is Jonathan. Just 1 second. Hey, Jim. Okay, what's your email?
It's AHO. Go ahead. You're fine.
No, I'll just. Will you call him? Okay, let's see. AHO.
At sjc.utah spelled out
Utah.gov.
.gov.
Do you have any way of checking to make sure you got it here?
Yeah.
Sometimes I know firewalls are funny. What's up, John?
Yeah.
You what? I'm sorry, I was talking to the president. What's up?
Might take a minute.
This is you, right? Ogden? Weird, huh?
Does it?
Okay. All right. They're only going to be able to trespass them for this temple unless the church trespasses them permanently. So, do we have any paperwork you want to put together on that?
Why can't we trespass them for church property? We represent the church. I represent the whole lots out front.
Our city could only trespass them from
I
our
see.
city
Oh,
temples,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I
We'll work on that up
represent
here.
the
Thanks.
entire Wasatch Front for.
Yeah, but since our trespass only says like South Jordan on it, we can only trespass from here.
So, can I have Jonathan do that, or do I need to walk down there and do that?
You could have him do that.
Okay. Yeah, have him just trespassing for here. Yeah. Just,
He's already
in fact,
got that done.
I can represent the entire state with my assignment, so just whatever. He knows globally he's done.
Yeah.
I'm done globally?
Well, as far as coming on our property, but you knew that.
They've got all his information, their information, so we can send it up to church headquarters and have that done.
Just make sure we include all that in the report.
So this is how you're spending your birthday?
Do you have any idea how many people have told me I literally saved their life?
Okay.
Kids on the verge of suicide.
Okay.
The suicide rate for LGBT kids in Utah is through the roof.
Right.
And I have had numerous children tell me point blank I almost killed myself, or I was going to kill myself, but then
Because
I
of this
realized-
place?
What's that?
Because of this place?
It's the religion in general.
Okay.
The church makes these kids feel worthless to the point where they prefer death.
Sure. Okay.
And that's to save a life and have somebody say, I did not kill myself because of the information you shared. There is no price on that. If I have to get a $700 or $1,000 fine, to save a life, I'm going to be getting an awful lot of fines in the future, because one life is worth a heck of a lot more than $1,000.
Okay.
Mostly it's just I just feel like people deserve to know the truth.
But you can't do that outside the gates?
All this will go to the
Well,
we've already contacted the temple
are you familiar with what goes on inside the temple?
Not really care to know.
Well, but a lot of people are. I mean, they claim to be the only true church of God on earth, and in order to find out what goes on inside the temple, like, although they say it's not a secret, none of them will talk about it for some reason. And so, when I was 19 years old, in this very temple, actually, I was rather blindsided by a ceremony that required me to swear an oath to never reveal what I was doing in there, as I drew my thumb across my throat and swore an oath. Rather than do so, I would suffer my life to be taken, as I drew my thumb across my throat, pretending to slit my own throat. And handshakes. We also did it on the stomach too. We pretend to slit our stomach open and swear an oath that we would not reveal the secret, the tokens and passwords required to get past the angels that stand as sentinels at the gates of heaven. And it just, it's a very cleverly disguised cult, and people deserve to know what the church teaches and practices before they're a member, and pay 10% of their income for an entire year. So I have recorded what goes on inside these buildings numerous times on numerous occasions, and posted them online under the name of NewNameNoah, and had about 8 million views so far.
Okay, but isn't it kind of like going into somebody's house and recording what they're doing when you're told not to?
Because
Yes.
what people do inside their house, they don't claim that in order to go to heaven, you have to.
They could claim other things, but you still can't go inside their house and record, right? It's their property?
Here's a guy that's flat out denying being a dog. That's how we knew he'd be here.
Yeah. What people do inside their house isn't something that they claim to be required for salvation and exaltation. I'm not
557. If you want an advice, we're 82 with one now.
I'm a deist. I believe in a higher power, and that's about it. So I'm not one of these nuts to stand outside the temple with a sign that says you're going to hell, whatever. I don't believe that. I think most Mormons are, 99% of them are good, decent people, and they truly believe what they're doing. So, just feel like people deserve to know the truth before they join, preferably. And then if they want to join after that, so be it. I think we have met before somewhere, though, haven't we, Tony? I don't know. You look really familiar.
I worked with a brother-in-law, so.
Are you my age roughly? I'm 50.
40.
No, maybe not. Yeah, you look really familiar. Oh, you work in the Salt Lake Temple a lot?
No. Trying to be funny now.
I thought it was amusing when I worked at the temple recommend desk for 3 hours at the Salt Lake Temple.
Yeah.
Literally manning the recommend desk.
That's pretty embarrassing if that's the case.
For the church, I agree. I mean, there's the power of discernment. What take is the one single solitary person being in tune with the Spirit, as the church teaches, and the Spirit would whisper in their ear that this man is not worthy. He shouldn't be here.
Everybody has their agency, right?
Sure.
Including you. You can choose to come on our property when you shouldn't be, and you do. Quite frankly, you get away with it probably more times than we'll ever know. By gosh, I'm glad we got you today.
So am I.
It's like his ride will just wait for him down on the 1300.
Yeah. So I'll just pull my car over here, cut him a sight, and then walk him down.
golfing there, right?
Yeah, it's also a beautiful day to educate people about what goes on in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful day to make a video to spread the word. You deserve the truth, though.
I guess everybody's entitled to their opinion, right?
I think verifiable truth isn't so much an opinion, but it's a fact. It's a fact that the members of the church intentionally withhold information with respect for converts and 99% of their kids. I was blindsided. Did you go to the temple before they removed the penalties? And when back in the good old days, when we were chanting Pele Ale?
Yeah, I'm sure that was going on.
Well, you know it was, Tony. Come on, you work for church security. To pretend otherwise, really?
I'll pretend otherwise.
Go get my car from the site. Because they sent me the trespass letters that they already sent, and he told me he received them. So,
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I guess you were too young for that.
so we'll get my car. I'll be right back.
Evidently.
It ended in April of 1990. April of 1990, we changed Pele Ale to oh God, to hear the words of my mouth. And in addition to the tokens and signs that we did in the temple, there was also a company. I guess we'll go.
Okay, guys.
Are we taking off north?
No, I don't think so.
Put
Just
it
doing
side
side.
slit your own throat, and you
Okay.
slit it open and rip your heart out of your
I guess they're
chest.
going
That
up
was
to
fun.
Oker Mountain next.
So we'll be there. Okay. Just pile up the trespassing. If that's the case, let's just take them north.
That's what I'm saying.
Be out quick. 5740 switch. Did you know that?
Hey, we need a picture of his driver's license. I thought we had gotten that already.
That's. Hang on. Are you just citing and releasing him, or are you going to take him north? Okay, just a thought. I guess the information is that they're planning on going back up to Oker Mountain. So if we want to avoid that, the trip north may not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, it's only a B. As far as I know, we may want to just have dispatch call down and verify that.
Things like that's rare for us. Right?
I always fear the worst here, though.
Yeah, this one could.
It's so easy.
Yeah, that's our problem. We're not allowed to carry or anything, so we don't have cameras. For us, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Will they take him? Sweet. Good to go. Going to
Does
jail.
it have a case number? I'm going to write down the case number.
It's on that.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
You bet.
We're gonna take him, huh?
Yep. I want to look up. He didn't, like, inside the temple, was he doing anything criminal?
No, not today.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't make it that far.
Okay, so for here on out, if he does something inside the temples where he's been trespassed, that is of a criminal activity, like damaging anything, stealing anything, at that point, it's no longer trespassing, it's a burglary. So for us, we'd much rather deal with that and actually have some substantial to be able to hold him on.
Okay.
Or like right now, he's going to go to jail. He'll be out in an hour, maybe 5. We'll see.
That's fine.
But
Maybe I'll reach out to my cousins in prison. Just kidding. Hey, Levi. Just kidding. Not about the prison part, because they do have cousins.
Preston, you send me a copy of that?
yeah, I'm sure I'll send you a copy of that.
little bag in your trunk or something.
Driving around with a spinning cobra.
What?
Joe won't keep his money, or they'll put it on his books, right? They don't.
He's got
They
a couple
don't- they
hundred.
won't give back
Looks
cash,
like I haven't
right?
counted it.
Oh, I don't know what they'll do with it, but just take it.
We'll just throw it in his wallet.
Yeah. They'll take it all. I just don't think they'll put it on books. I don't know how that works. And there's all right. Appreciate that. Are you good? You don't have any questions for us?
I don't understand you. Yeah.
Okay. You'll explain all that to us.
Officer Houston, Officer Elliott, Brother
Appreciate you.
Brother Jonathan. Thanks.
Nice to meet you, I'm Jonathan.
All right, then.
I have dispatch. You got it.
Thanks, sir.
Best investment in law enforcement. Clipboards.
So are you new?
Yeah.
What was your name, sir? I'm sorry. Paul. Paul? Beautiful. Paul, beautiful. Jonathan, nice to meet you. And what was yours? Nice to meet you.
Kyle Elliott.
Nice to meet you, boss. So are you new as well, or?
Yeah, I started just under a year ago.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So did you start with dessert?
Huh?
Is that his name?
No, he started right after I did.
Okay.
I'm 61, he's 62.
We're always getting new guys.
That's great. How's dessert doing?
Good.
My brother's intense.
How do you know him?
He actually was here doing he was the cop on site for the open house.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
Yeah, so him, Phillips, Sergeant Phillips. Barr.
Wendy.
Yeah.
I did 2 or 3 of those shifts.
Were you here during the day?
Yeah. Okay, that's why. He's got some forms for you guys, but we trespassed both of them from this here.
Okay.
So
Did you ask if they had any temp recommends by chance?
I did not. I don't know if you did. I was driving these.
Yeah, we did what we could.
They said they didn't try to go in. Did they try to go in?
Not here, no.
But they've been on grounds. They were up in Ogden today. We've got them on film there.
Okay.
So they've been doing this all day long, and their intentions is to keep going. They're going to go hit Oker Mountain now, and Draper, and Temp, and Provo, and they're going to go through the whole gamut today. So,
Gotcha. Well, I guess we'll go. Is we taking up north? Citation. Okay, well, I guess they're going up to Oker Mountain next.
So be there. Okay.
Just pile up the trespassing.
That's what I'm saying.
Out the way.
You got a picture of his driver's license now? I didn't. I wasn't able to get that.
Yeah, he's saying they're just going temple to temple all day.
Did you know that?
Hey, we need a picture of his driver's license. I thought we had gotten that already.
Oh, hang on. Are you deciding or is this the only guy taking off? Okay, just some shots. avoid that. May not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, it's only a B. As far as I know, you may want to just have dispatch call down and verify that.
Is there a policy against us getting a photograph of his driver's license?
You have to ask him.
Not necessarily for you guys to, but for us to facilitate that, that's not usually something we do.
Well, him being under arrest, we placed him under arrest, correct? I mean, we can, yeah. Anyway.
So it'd be more of a.
Go ahead and have a seat.
Well, it's.
May I ask, what's a little bar underneath your name on your name tag? Does it represent anything?
Yep. Means I'm fluent in a foreign language.
All right. So may I ask what language?
Filipino. Yep. Tagalog.
Tagalog?
Yep.
I'll have to, safe to assume you learned that on a mission?
Yep.
You'll have to watch a video I'm posting later on tonight. I specifically talk about that. Tagalog, Cebuano. Yeah. Within the next year and a half or so, I'll have the endowment recorded in both of those languages and have them online. I don't suppose you've ever read the CES letter, have you?
Nope.
You should check it out. It's a lot easier to see. So I'm assuming you already had it. I assumed I had it when I was 33 years old. I suspect you're a little bit older than you, but CES letter.
What do you do now for work?
I'd rather not say. The church doesn't know what I do for work. They don't know where I work.
I'm not going to tell the church.
I just assume keep it that way. Well, with all due respect, you swore an oath to consecrate all of your time, talents, and everything you have or ever will have to the building up of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So if I told you where I work and you didn't tell the church, you really kind of be in violation of that oath.
No?
I mean, yeah, it depends on how you work. You seem like a nice guy. I have no reason to an oath is an oath. So.
Yeah, you're following a lot of them yourself. I see.
Well, I left the church in 2002. Once I realized the church wasn't true, I realized that the oaths that I gave in the temple weren't exactly done of my own free will and accord. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the same way. I'm assuming you probably had no clue whatsoever what went on in the endowment ceremony until you were sitting in the ceremony doing it. When I was 19 years old, the ceremony included penalties that had us pantomiming, slitting our own throats and stomachs. Instead of chanting, "Oh God, hear the words of my mouth," we were chanting, "Pele Ale, Pele Ale, Pele Ale."
What's that mean?
It means, well, we were told, it is the pure Adamic language. It's a language that Adam and Eve spoke in the Garden of Eden, and it meant, "Oh God, hear the words of my mouth." In 1988, the church sent out a survey to 4,400 temple recommend holding members of the church and asked them a lot of open-ended questions, specifically, what did you like about your first experience in the temple? What didn't you like about it? And then 2 years later, in April of 1990, they made some massive changes to the endowment ceremony. They changed Pele Ale to, "Oh God, hear the words of my mouth," in whatever language was being spoken in the temple. So if you're in Brazil, you'd be doing it in Portuguese. If you were in Alabama, you'd be doing it in English. They also removed the penalties where you were pantomiming and slitting your own throat.
I just hate to see the money flying off there. Hey, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So, thank you.
So they removed the throat slitting penalty, the stomach slashing thing, the ripping your heart out of your chest. They used to have what they call the 5 points of fellowship with the veil. So instead of just, you know, holding, you know, shaking hands and doing the handshakes and having your hand on the shoulder of the gentleman who was playing the role of the Lord, we had 5 points of fellowship. So basically it was knee to knee, foot to foot, inside of the foot, knee to knee, breast to breast, mouth to ear, shoulder to shoulder, and hands in the ribs. And that's called the 5 points of fellowship. A lot of women complained about feeling a 6th point of fellowship, you know what I mean? So they removed that. You guys have had the address for ages. You know, I attended the in Arizona with that address.
You always try to.
So where do you live now?
Arizona, Phoenix.
How long you up here for?
I'm driving back home. Actually, I flew out and I'm driving back. The plan is, if I don't, am I correct in understanding that I'm not going to be going to jail today and I'm going to receive a citation? Is that correct?
That's still undetermined, so we'll find out.
Either way, I'm driving home tomorrow. If I get arrested, then I'll bail out of jail and I'll drive home. If I get a citation, I'll drive home. Either way, our plan is to drive home.
Maybe later tonight.
CES letter will change your life. The CESletter.com stands for Church Education System.
Sounds like a party.
Well, what happened was there was a guy named Jeremy Reynolds that wrote a very lengthy letter to a retired employee of the Church Education System, who was a friend of his father's, and asked him a bunch of questions that he had concerns about and nobody could answer. And that letter, he never got a response for it. That letter was turned into a book. It's a website too, you can read it for free, CESletter.com. And he was actually excommunicated from the church just for asking the questions. I actually have hidden camera video footage of his excommunication, of his court of love on YouTube. NewNameNoah is
I'll have to check that out.
That was my new name.
Sounds
I went
great.
to the temple. Did you know that everybody that goes to the temple and gets their new name, they all get the same new name every day? There's 31 new names for men and 31 new names for women. It just depends on what day of the month you go through. If you go through on the 15th, every single man that goes through on the 15th gets the same new name. It's not inspired, it's just a list. And about once every 10 years, they change that list up. They take most of the names out and they replace them. They move them around and stuff like that. There's a website you can actually go and find out what the new name of the day is in every temple. So. My intentions aren't nefarious. It's just to share the truth.
All right, Michael, we're going to grab your stuff and we're going to head up north.
All right.
To avoid you doing this at other temples today, okay?
So I'm going to jail now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Okay. So if you just want to walk with me, we'll grab your stuff.
I was going to ask you for what it's worth. I guess it doesn't matter. As I told Preston over here, it's Preston?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I told Preston I'm a man of my word.
Okay.
And I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of stepping foot on any other church properties today or at all this week, frankly.
Okay. Well,
Your trespass notice is longer than this week, so.
Well, no, I understand. But what I'm saying is that I would be no trouble to you today or anybody.
Well, we don't want to have to come back out. Because I know.
I understand that. If you have to take me to jail, I understand.
Okay. All right. Well, stand up. Come on.
Sure.
We'll grab your stuff.
All right.
Preston was saying you help out quite a bit with the open house.
Yeah.
I think you're helping that.
Yeah, I did like 3 or 4 shifts.
We were sure happy to have this guy today.
Yeah, he's a peach. Do you have a little bag in your trunk or something? Just throw all this crap in. He does have a lot of money. I don't know if you want to count it. He's got a couple hundred.
Joe. Shit.
What?
The Joe won't take his money, or they'll put it on his books, right? They don't.
He's got a couple
They won't
hundred.
give back
It looks like I
cash,
haven't
right?
counted it.
Oh, I don't know what they'll do with it, but just take it.
We'll just throw it in his wallet.
Yeah. They'll take it all. I just don't think they'll put it on jeans.
Watch your hands.
Pull it off.
His key, cell phone. $100 check.
Yeah.
15, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 240, 250.
250? I'm gonna ask him if that sounds about right. 269.
And it's
We counted 269 cash. That sounds about right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that will be taken up to jail with you. Okay, so we'll just book it in. I don't know what they do from there, but I'm sure they either give it back or put it on your books.
All right, thank
Okay.
hashtag whatever that is. Life in the world. NewNameNoah. He said there's a website you can go find out all this church stuff.
They're saying something about his Facebook. Got the videos of the church and inside the temple and stuff.
Yeah, this dude's a Looney
Wow.
Tune.
Interesting. That's it. Sorry. I just think it'd be better than not dealing with them. And I hope you don't feel like I was telling you to.
Huh?
Hope you don't feel like I was telling you to.
No, it's fine. I didn't know. I just didn't know if we could take him. But they got a good point. He did tell me he's going to temples. He said he wasn't going to go from.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, hey there! Here we are outside of the South Jordan City Hall, and I'm told that there's some tension in the air. Apparently they're expecting a big trial today. I don't know. Ed Montgomery, my prosecutor, just want to send out a little love to him. Hi Ed, how are you? Look forward to seeing you soon. What do you say we go inside? Come on, let's go. So let's see what's going on in the South Jordan Justice Court. You know, sometimes justice courts are rather ironically named because sometimes you don't get justice. Let's see.
Let go. Hey, I can't let go now.
Probably have everybody sign in, just so we know.
I know we can't record in the courthouse, yeah, right? We can record. We're not allowed. 1 second here. They say we're not allowed to record in the lobby, so we'll just record out here. But as you can see, there's the metal detectors, and there was a bunch of police in here earlier. Apparently they're a little on edge. Who knew? So, we got the Christmas tree up. That's nice. I'm guessing they're gonna get a lump of coal under this tree this year. So, South Jordan Justice Court holds about 32 people in there, and it should be an interesting day. Ed Montgomery, see you soon. All right, it's December 20th, about 1:52 p.m., and I'm about ready to go into court for my trial for trespassing by stepping foot on the lawn of the Jordan River Temple. Realistically, I'm 95% sure I'm going to lose this case today. Yeah, there's a 5% chance I'll win, but I'm not terribly optimistic. Suffice it to say, a loss in justice court is not a big loss. So I'm going in. Wish me luck. Oh, hey, and I just found out just the other day that the prosecutor's temple new name, oh yeah, he's Mormon, his new name was Nimrod. And I am not surprised. All right, so we're drawing lots to see who gets to go into court. Apparently, there are far more people here than the courtroom will allow.
Happen to have has a number on it, then you'll be asked to go to the door to be seated in there to go into court. Any questions to that?
Yeah, otherwise, pre-screen, you want us to pre-screen first, though, right?
Well, you're going to be, they'll screen you before you go into court.
Again.
Can we switch papers?
No.
What?
Okay.
Really?
We'll start with
you can't give a numbered paper to someone who should be in there.
I think you can.
How is he gonna?
Are you feeling lucky?
Yeah. Does my significant other need a paper?
No.
Okay.
No, you and your significant other are just fine. Yes, I'm going.
All right, so we're drawing.
Come on,
lots
McKenna,
to
let's
see
do
who
it.
gets to go into court.
I'm
Number?
not going.
Oh, McKenna.
I got a nada.
No number. No number.
Okay, we'll see if I can.
No.
Do we know if there are any numbers in there?
Oh. No number. Did you get one? Try and get one.
Here's the crowd, and there are significantly more people here than the courtroom will allow.
My earrings,
so.
Mikey?
Oh yeah, that's nice. There's McKenna Denson's earrings.
Handcuffs.
You can see there's quite a few people here. It's a small courtroom. We are drawing lots.
Sitting down. Now we have to draw lots.
Yeah, we're drawing lots. So this is what happens in Utah when you are me and you step foot on the front lawn of the Jordan River Temple. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. McConkey just walked in.
Ooh, from Curtin and McConkey?
From Curtin McConkey.
Ooh.
They have a vested interest in this Class B misdemeanor.
Hey, Mike, we're matching. What happened to yours?
Oh, it's a long story. Ask me after court.
Okay.
Reporting live from outside of the South Jordan City Justice Court. Trial is over, and I am happy to say that I lost, but didn't get jail time. My original plan was, frankly, to have sentencing at a later date and appeal this thing. I just, a fine I'm fine with. Probation I'm fine with. Jail time, multiple days, let alone weeks or months. My attorney, Peter Kern, who is spectacular, who has done a ton of work for me for free. I paid a lot of court subpoena fees, court costs, travel fees, etc., even printing costs and expenses. But Peter Kern, my attorney, basically worked for free. To say that I'm grateful to him would be a serious understatement. I did not do this to make money. Money has never been a driving issue for me as far as doing what I do. I took a big risk and asked to go ahead and impose sentencing right there on the spot. The prosecutor very clearly was pushing the judge to give me some kind of jail time. I already spent 5 hours in jail for this when I was arrested. So I was a little nervous about that. It was a big risk because I could have actually been found. No, I could have been tossed in jail right there on the spot. Although the judge said if he does impose jail time, he typically does not require somebody to check in the jail right there on the spot. So, long story short, I got a fine. I got 2 years probation in which I can't break any laws again. That's not a problem for me. And and 40 hours of community service. Moving forward, I have no intention of appealing this decision. I lost. I shook Ed Montgomery's hand afterwards. He actually jokingly asked for one of those shirts, the one that says "resist" that I was wearing earlier. Ed asked for one of those shirts. So I'm going to send Ed a shirt. It may not be that shirt, but I'll probably send him a shirt. I did have the chance to tell my arresting officer, I've been mispronouncing her name the whole time. It's not Hourlier. It's Oulier. Is that how they pronounce her name? Officer Oulier? Oulier, I believe, was her name. I suggested to her after the trial that perhaps she starts reading people their rights. And last but not least, I am pursuing a civil suit against the city of South Jordan for violating my Fourth Amendment rights. While I was arrested, in custody, police custody, an angry citizen, private citizen, who works for the Mormon Church, asked the police officers if he could have a picture of my driver's license because, and I quote, "we want to know where he lives." They allowed him to do that. Well, while I was in custody, they actually allowed a citizen to search through my wallet and take photographs of my driver's license. A few weeks later, the chief of police personally authorized the sale of my full name, address, date of birth, and social security number to a complete stranger for $12.25. Chief Carr personally called me and apologized in a conversation that was over 20 minutes long. That will be posted online here in the near future so you can hear the entire conversation. Might wait until after my civil suit against the city, though. So I pay a $680 fine. I get 2 years probation. I do 40 hours community service. And I pursue my civil suit against the city of South Jordan. So that's it. Merry Christmas, and you have a good day.